Hey, what's up there, folks? This is Charles Ellison coming to you back live for a new tutorial session. Hopefully, this will be a really quick and easy one for you. Um, shouldn't be too complicated, and it shouldn't last too long. But we will go at a slow pace for the beginners out there. For those that are just getting involved with Civil 3D for the first time, I'm going to go very, very slow with going through this particular tutorial. And the tutorial is going to be about creating description keys. Something very basic and really, really easy. But as always, what I would like to do is draw your attention over to civil3d.tv, where you can sign up for free monthly tutorial updates. It'll catch you up on all the brand new live streams that we've been working on. So yeah, a lot of these live streams, they tend to be anywhere from 20 minutes to a half hour. I'll talk to whoever pops in here. And so yeah, we're just looking to develop a little bit of a community here. However, if you would like to cut straight to the coursework, feel free to start a free 3-day trial by clicking this button right here. And within those 3 days, you have access to about 10 to 11 hours worth of content. And I've seen people that have actually gone through all of this content within 3 days. If you're determined enough, if you spend some time, sit down maybe a little over 3 hours a day, you can get through all this content if you just want to just cram through it, essentially. And some people do. Some people have that ability to just okay, let's just get straight to the point. I'm going to just knock out all of these courses, and you have all of the exercise files right here within this zip folder that you can download, and they just do it. And they don't even really have to sign up for a subscription. However, if you'd rather learn at your own pace, start the free trial and become a subscriber. There's lots of content here. Like I said, there's about 10 hours worth of content. There is also an option. If you'd rather not go with online training, you can go with in-person training. There's a lot of trainers that are out there that if you learn best within a classroom and having somebody teach you in person, you can go that route. Those courses tend to be in the thousands, though. For a week-long course, you're looking into the thousands for an essentials Civil 3D training course. So that's one of the things that if you want specialized training to where someone is actually walking you through the program and answering your questions live within a classroom, those courses for a week long, it tends to run in the thousands. However, if you'd rather learn at your own pace, if you'd rather maybe take a month and maybe work on adding and managing points, and then maybe you take a week off, maybe because you get burned out, or maybe in a few more weeks, then you go to modeling a surface. The point is that you can learn at your own pace with online training, and it's only roughly about $30 a month. So it's your choice. Courses within the thousands for a week long that you might even forget afterwards, or you can just do the online subscription. So I would definitely point you to starting off that 3-day trial. Hey, what's up there, Inspirational Nomad? Got a buddy stop by to see me. He says, Charles, good to see you, brother. Just get through the day. That's what I've been telling myself today. You know what? That's all you can do sometimes, man. It's just sometimes days when you don't have that inspiration, sometimes you have to just take care of the basics, right? I mean, that's what Sam talks about all the time, is just taking care of all the self-care. I mean, if you have a checklist or something like that that you can remind yourself as to, maintenance items. If you're having a bad day, do something easy like, do your laundry, or, if you really don't want to think too much, if you've had a day to where it's like you had to think all day, just wash the dishes, go for a walk, do something that isn't too mentally taxing. So that's what Sam talks about all the time is that self-care and just getting through the day and moving forward. I appreciate you coming by there, Sammy boy. Sam says, "Amen, amen." In fact, Sam, like right now, what I'm doing is I'm just doing a live stream of a simple tutorial, something that isn't very very long and taxing. If I've had a little bit of a long day myself. Working 8 hours for a civil engineering design firm. I'd kind of like to be able to just kind of chill out a little bit, and that's what I'm going to do with this tutorial with creating description keys, which we'll launch into here pretty soon. Sam says, "Thank you for being you. I appreciate you." I appreciate you too, Sam. I appreciate you. This dude shows up every single day with a brand new live stream. And you know what? Sometimes I'm sure he doesn't feel inspired. There are lots of times to where it's just sort of like, gosh, I got to do another live stream today. But what he does is he'll just do it. He'll do it for 15, 20 minutes just to kind of get himself out there. And he keeps his momentum going. Same way with these, with this training. Sometimes if you're getting into Civil 3D and you're spending maybe a week going through maybe learning about grading objects, after a while you might get burnt out, quite honestly. But if you maybe take some time off, just let your brain kind of relax from processing all that information and then come back to it, you might have a brand new inspiration for you'll find that your brain has sort of done some of the work for you in allowing for all of these ideas and concepts that you're learning to gel. So Sam says you showed up. You structured your thoughts and disciplined yourself to do your tutorial. Thank you. Yeah, even if it's just something simple, just something very simple. It might be simple for me, but it might not be simple for other people. But yeah, let's do this. I appreciate you, Sam. Thanks for showing up, brother. I'll see you later on tonight. Okay. In this exercise, you'll create description keys to sort the points as they're imported into a drawing. So we'll start by creating a description key set. What we'll do first is we'll open up the points -1 drawing, which is located in your tutorials folder. And then we're going to go to our tool space and then click on our settings tab. Go ahead and expand the point collection. And then right here, we're going to right click on description key sets. And what we're going to do is we're going to select new. Now in the name field, we're going to type in storm water keys. And in the description field, this is all just sort of like if, this is optional to put in a description. We'll type in storm water manhole and pond points. Then we're going to click, let me make sure my spelling's correct here. Yeah, it looks good. And click OK. Okay, so the new description key set is created, which if we expand this, We can see it right here. Okay, now we're going to create description keys. In the tool space within our settings tab again, go ahead and expand your description key sets collection here. And now we're going to right click on Stormwater Keys. Then we're going to click Edit Keys. And we get something that looks a little funky right here. I'm going to expand this a little bit more. Okay. Now what this is the description key editor Vista. As you can see right here, this little tab right here says it within our panorama palette. Now in the description key editor, you'll enter the raw description codes and specify how Civil 3D handles new points that have these codes. All entries in the code column of the description key editor are case sensitive. It's very, very important. This stuff is case sensitive. In the description key editor, in the code column, which is right here, let's open this up a little bit more. We're going to click the default entry right here, and we're going to call this pond in all caps and add a star after it. I'm sorry, an asterisk after it. I'm going to press enter. Now the asterisk is a wildcard character. The asterisk causes any imported point with a description code that begins with pond followed by any other characters to be handled according to the settings in the table row. Okay? So when the field crew's punching in pond, they can put characters in afterwards, but this is essentially the description code that whenever you put an asterisk after pond, then a field crew can put in any sort of description after pond to further describe what it is they shot. Okay. Now in both the style and point label style columns, right here, these two columns right here, we're going to clear the checkbox to deactivate these settings. So deactivate this. That's the only one that we have to deal with right there. Clearing these settings allows you to control these settings by using the point group properties. Now note that the format column, which is right here, contains the entry, it's like a $sign and then an asterisk, which specifies that a point's raw description is copied without changes and used for the full description in the point label. This is acceptable. This is an acceptable setting for the pond points. Okay. So now in the layer column, which is right here, we're going to select this checkbox. So we're going to click the cell to open the layer selection dialog box. Double click on that. Oops, there we go. Let me cancel this. I'm going to do it again. You check the checkbox, and then you see how it turns into kind of like an Excel type cross pointer right here. Double click on the layer, or I'm sorry, just click on the layer just once. Now in the layer selection dialog box, we're going to choose vnode stream, or I'm sorry, we'll call that storm. Then click OK. This setting means that the pond points reference the vnode-storm layer for their display attributes. In the next few steps, you create another description key. So in the code column again, right-click on pond and then select new. Okay, in the new description key, click on this default, and we're going to type in manhole storm with an asterisk, then press enter. Okay, we're going to set the same styles and layer as you did for the pond. So we're going to deselect this point label style. We're going to choose our layer, that vnode, which is right here, then click OK. On the format column, we're going to select this. And we're going to type in storm manhole. We're going to press enter. Okay, this setting ensures that points with a raw description of manhole storm with an asterisk or the stormwater manholes are labeled in this drawing as storm manhole. Then after we do all of that, we are going to select this checkbox right here to complete that. And that's it for this tutorial. That is it, folks. The next tutorial will be creating point groups. Let's see how long that is. How much time do we have? We're almost at 20 minutes. Let's see if we can knock this out. This is creating point groups. In this exercise, you'll create point groups to sort the points as they're imported into a drawing. This exercise continues from creating description keys. So let's go ahead and create point groups. I'll note that this exercise uses the points-1 drawing with the modifications you made, again, in the previous exercise. So in the tool space, we'll go in the Prospector tab. Then right-click on the point groups selection and select new. In the point groups properties dialog box on the information tab, for the name field, we're going to select this and we're going to name this detention pond. Now optionally, we can enter a short description in the description field right here. We're not going to worry about that. On the raw description matching tab, we're going to select the pond, then click apply. This option specifies that all points with the pond raw description are added to the detention pond point group. Now if we go to the Include tab, you'll see that that was included when we selected Descriptions Matching. So that's included right here. And then and in the Query Builder, we've got that listed in here as well. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and click OK. We're going to create another point group with the following parameters. We'll go ahead and expand this up a little bit. Right click, select New. And for this, we're going to name this Storm Manholes. For Descriptions Matching, we're going to select this. Now your drawing should now contain the same description keys and point groups shown in the sample. Oh, I'm sorry, that's from a different drawing. Now note that the All Points point group, let's click OK right here. See this All Points point group? It's created automatically. A point can belong to other point groups in the drawing, but it's always a member of the All Points point group. Okay, lastly, let's change the point group label style. In Tool Space, under the Prospector tab, expand the point groups collection, which we already have. Right-click on the All Points group and select Properties. Okay, in the Point Groups Properties dialog box on the Information tab, we're going to change the label style to Standard. Then we're going to click OK to close this Properties dialog box. And that's essentially it. And that's all we have for right now. That'll conclude this this tutorial session. I hope this helped you. We're going to be getting into the next exercise is going to be importing points from a database. But these two exercises kind of knocks out the basics of creating point data. So like I always end my session here with you is again, a lot of the training companies, they tend to spend a week in a classroom with students. Those sessions tend to be in the thousands, and being able to revisit that information. I believe that most places they give you the exercise files to work things out, but if you some places they have online videos that will show you what the course covered in the past in order to give you a little refresher. But still, if you wanted to do some online training at your own pace, start a free trial. If you go to watch.civil3d.tv, you can browse through a bunch of different courses. It's almost like Netflix for Civil 3D, but give you a 3-day trial. It's 10 hours worth of content. If you can get through it, great. If you maybe you're only looking to learn maybe one aspect of Civil 3D, and maybe you can cover it within 3 days. It's worth it just to do that. The reason why I do that is so that I hope that you return one day. Maybe I help you out with working with alignments. You're able to learn all of this with a free trial. If I helped you, maybe you'll come back later on if you want to learn more about profiles. So that's the way that I've set things up, and hopefully that helps you. So like and subscribe if you haven't already on the YouTube channel. But until next time, guys,